Welcome back to Gear Check Games. This is episode 26 of our Pokemon Red playthrough. And we gotta go take on the Silphco that's been taken over by Team Rocket.
Oh no! What's Silphco again?
You guys were just standing right next to each other, uncomfortably, and then the dude just looks over at you like, what are you gonna do something?
I'm introducing the part, okay? Leave me alone.
Alright, he's not responding to me. I guess I'll just look at this wall now.
Red's been a part-time reporter the entire time, so he's just like carrying around like a backpack full of equipment and a microphone. Yeah. He's like on the ground documenting his journey, like, all right, I'm about to enter the Silphco. I'm in disguise as a 12-year-old boy. I'm going in.
I like how when these guys see you, they just kind of look over you and slowly, menacingly walk at you. It's like I just like I couldn't help but picture that JoJo meme. You know which one?
Yeah, the one with Big Bird and Kermit.
Actually, isn't there a GIF from like? Do you guys remember Pokemon Generations?
Yeah.
It was like those YouTube videos, like the OVA, like 5-minute little shorts. Because there's one of those that produced this amazing GIF of like 4 rocket grunts, like drunkenly, like stumbling into the camera. It's like they. I know Pokemon is a property for kids, but like they had to have had that in mind when they were animating that because it looks like nothing else. Like they look like they're just wasted.
Well, it was OVAs, so like I can kind of see where they could take a little more liberties.
Yeah.
With it, because they debuted on the internet, right?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oddly, in like really low quality. Like for some reason, the versions of the videos that I watched were like 360p.
Oh, gross.
Ah, so just like the games themselves.
Yeah, I guess maybe they're trying to. This Gen 1 pandering is really getting out of hand, guys. Come on.
Is Pokemon Generations the one where Squirtle nearly bites Charmander to death?
That's Pokemon Origins. Pokemon Generations was like an anthology series.
Oh.
Where they focus on like different characters, like other than the game protagonists.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember there was one episode that was like a police bust, where they had like cops with Arcanines busting into a Team Rocket hideout or something.
Yeah, wasn't Looker part of that?
Yeah.
Looker. Okay, I guess I need to watch. Is it the same team that animated it?
What was the rival in Gold and Silver?
Silver, yeah.
Was the rival, right? Yeah, I think Silver was in it as well. And there was like some stuff about like Silver and Giovanni or something.
Yeah.
It's just an episode dedicated to their day-to-day lives. He's like, hey Dad, you're home. Did you beat any people up today? Not today, son.
Did you mow the lawn,
Today
son?
I was the one that got beaten up.
It was this 12-year-old boy from Kanto.
By another mob boss, right? No, Silver. Something much worse.
Your classmate.
Oh God.
Do you think... Because I know there are Pokemon schools in this universe. Do you think, like, once their Pokemon adventures are over, they get it out of their system, all the kids just go back to school?
Well, I mean, there's got to be some sort of education if they have, like, you know, skyscrapers and corporations and everything.
Yeah.
Like, somebody has the knowledge to make all this stuff. To make little handheld devices that can, like, absorb a living creature, like, dematerialize it, and then rematerialize it in, like, different, you know. You know how a Pokeball works.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody knows how a Pokeball works, but, you know.
What if Pokemon is like a religious thing, and going out to like be a Pokemon trainer is like a mission trip for kids?
Oh.
Yeah, it's like your pilgrimage.
Like the Mormons.
Your pilgrimage to the Indigo Plateau.
Yeah.
In like the most indirect route possible.
Yeah.
It's like it was literally right next to your house, but no, you had to go all the way. You had to take the scenic route.
That would be cool if there was like a fund
Pokemon
set aside.
religion.
Yeah, or like a fund set aside for people going on the quest. Like it's just paid for by taxes or like whatever.
Yeah.
That way, like those people always have like a place to stay and like food at Pokemon centers and stuff.
There is a fund that's called beating up other trainers and taking their money so that you can survive.
That too. It's like, isn't it kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! The first arc where they're at the Battle Island where they're all like competing to have those like star chips that are only usable on the island.
Mm-hmm. For honor.
Yeah. So we haven't talked much about Silphco yet, but it's a bit maze-like if you don't know where the key card is.
Yeah, the first rocket base underneath the game corner had those spinning tiles. But this one has the teleporters, which...
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody like these things?
A little bit. I feel like for this dungeon it works, because like, it is labyrinthine, but like this and the next gem are the only places that they are located. So I feel like you get just enough of these teleport tiles. Like, if they were anywhere else other than those two locations, it would be a little bit more gratuitous.
Yeah. I guess...
The overworld just has teleport tiles that send you to random spots in Kanto.
Uh-huh.
It's like those Majora's Mask speedruns where they wrong warp like everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean... You know, I have fond memories of, like, getting befuddled by the teleporters as a kid, but, like, every time I go back to play this game, it's just like...
Fond memories.
Well, I mean, you know, it was all fun when you played it as a kid.
Yeah.
In spite of
Wow, I'm so lost. This is so fun.
Yeah. Hey, it was better than playing with rocks. Okay, my childhood wasn't that deprived. In fact, it wasn't deprived at all. I had a great childhood. Don't mean to suggest anything to the contrary.
Unfortunately, my childhood was deprived of rocks. I didn't have that privilege.
You weren't allowed to have rocks. You didn't have a rock license.
I know what my child had. It had Roxas.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
That's the worst possible childhood.
This is the wrong rock.
You grew up on Kingdom
grew
Hearts.
up in fake Twilight Town.
Speaking of, that is a game we should play in the future on this channel.
Oh yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Eventually.
But for now, Kingdom Hearts, consider yourself lucky.
Yes. So I'm really close to what I'm looking for, and that's the key card. But I effed up, and I got that guy out of position.
Oh no!
So now I have to
reset the room.
I have to reset the room.
Oh no! You have to go all the way around because like if you like lured him out one more tile.
Yeah.
I mean, could you even? It looked like you were in the corner.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That might be like the false way. There may be no way to get through there.
The false way.
Oh yeah, so a lot of the people in this dungeon finally have like Pokemon that are like formidable for opponents. Like they have good solid teams now.
Or at least they would be if you'd come here before fighting Blaine.
Well, right. Like I'm fighting guys with Kadabras and Mr. Mimes. But there's also guys with like Weezings, Hypnos. Like they upgraded.
Uh-huh.
I think this guy and like maybe two other people are the only people in the game.
It's Marcel's cousin, Parcel.
Yeah.
It's Oak's Parcel.
This guy. I think this guy and like I almost said Misty. Saffron gym leader. What's her name?
Sabrina.
Sabrina. Yes. We've even said her name today. I never forgot it.
That's okay.
Yeah. There it is.
Sabrina the teenage trainer.
She is kind of like they are kind of similar, aren't they? Wait,
First virtual reality Pokemon.
Doesn't Sabrina? Doesn't she have like a whip? Doesn't she kind of look like the cool trainers?
I think maybe in this gen she does, but I can't remember.
I think we'll see her soon. So
I wouldn't put it past them though. There's a lot of trainers with whips in this generation.
Yeah, which is kind of dark, but I guess it kind of goes into the whole like.
They don't use them on the Pokemon. They use it on the enemy trainers.
It's to distract them.
Yeah, if you run out of Pokemon, it's nice to have a contingency.
There's no
plan.
rules that say you can't whip the enemy trainer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think this guy almost always spots you when you go to get the coin case, the key card.
God, she's like Franziska von Karma in the Ace Attorney series, where she's just like a lawyer, and it's like, it's still just a courtroom, so they're doing just like normal courtroom attorney stuff, but she's also just like whipping the opposing lawyer during the court session.
I love that.
And like whipping the judge to just like bully them.
I feel like that's interference.
This complies with all applicable laws and statutes.
I love that. So I think that guy is one of the 4 Rocket brothers. I don't know if you mentioned it or not. There are 4 of them. There's no prize if you fight them all, other than that you beat up an entire family.
Pokémon!
God,
I forgot about that until you just brought it up.
Yeah.
So this lets you open up all of these locked gates in here, right?
Yeah, once you get that, this place is your playground, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And there are good treasures in here. There's at least 2 TMs that I want to pick up, and I think I get one of them.
Well, basically the only thing that's blocked off that you need to progress are like the right teleporters, right?
Right. I think I'm really close to him, because once you find the room with all the beds, that's the room that leads to the boss. Because that room is basically like a Pokemon Center inside the Silphco, and like directly to the north of it, inside the building, is the path to the end. So I think that's what I'm looking for right now, is that room, because there are a lot of powerful trainers in here, and I'm running out of power points, and I need them to fight the rival and to fight Giovanni.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you know this dungeon is ramped things up a little bit, because it actually has a healing area inside the dungeon. Well, I guess Pokemon Tower had that.
Yeah. I guess they're both about as big, but
Pokemon Tower is a lot more linear, though. You just kind of go from the bottom to the top.
Yeah. Hey, at
least in theory, if a ghost doesn't like corrupt your game or something.
Yeah.
But Silphco is quite a bit more all over the place in terms of how you progress through it, and
yeah.
I forget. Does the fire attack, is one of the like sprites that does just fire forming the kanji for fire?
Yeah, that's Fire Blast.
Yeah. I always thought it kind of looked like a pentagram, but I never saw the kanji before.
Snorlax has called upon the Dark Lord himself for aid.
Yeah. That's why he keeps his eyes closed. If he opens his eyes, demons pour forth.
Uncle Snorlax is a Satanist, Bobby.
Snorlax was, as we established, already spawned by the Dark Lord.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Top of Pokemon Tower.
That's right. We had to sacrifice ducks.
Uh-huh.
Although ducks came back a couple episodes ago. I didn't mention it.
We found him.
Yeah.
The devil didn't want him.
Yeah, he was rejected from hell.
He comes back and he's like completely lost all of his feathers.
Dark meat? You know I hate dark meat.
I hate ducks. So yeah, this is the room I was talking about. We're closing in on the top floors.
If you just like walked in, like just climbed up this tower filled with criminals, and then you just walk into a room with a bunch of beds and a lady there saying, "Hey, you should take a rest." Would you take that rest?
I would definitely check. I would definitely check to see if I still had kidneys in the morning.
I would feel like it would just be a trap so they could steal my stuff.
And then you like instantly fell asleep. Yeah. I'd have some questions upon reawakening.
So, I know this music is like, it's like dungeon music, and it's kind of like comic and sinister at the same time. Is this music anywhere else in the game other than here?
No, this only plays for Silphco, and I was gonna comment on it earlier. I actually kind of like this music.
Yeah, I like it. Like it's really
also
fun.
Similar to the Rocket Hideout theme, isn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely cut from the same cloth. But
I feel like it's also got the same kind of tune as the forest theme, the Viridian Forest theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of those are kind of similar to each other, but I like that this one has a part where it kind of ramps up a little bit in tempo.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in Fire Red and Leaf Green, where they kind of add in like a drum kit and more instruments and everything. Like it's a lot more intense.
Uh-huh.
I like Fire Red and Leaf Green's soundtrack. I've heard a lot of people like crap on it just because, you know, GBA sucks, herder, but like, I don't know. I thought it sounded pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, more people probably make fun of the Ruby and Sapphire soundtracks.
Oh yeah. People will never stop enjoying making fun of those music, which is...
I don't know why. It has a lot of
If
good
I can
tracks.
form a sentence, which just makes me sad.
I mean, it's got some good songs in it. Like, I hum the Dive theme and the Slateport City theme, like, all the time.
I love all that music, and like, I know, I know I grew up with it, and I'm biased, and I don't have a proper frame of reference or whatever, but like, you know what? Screw you. You can't take that. You can't take those memories away from me.
Yeah. That was one of the, oh look, another useless TM for
Gave
me.
you self-destruct.
She wants you to blow the building up.
Everyone here is trying to kill you. Even the little girl hiding in the corner.
You might as well throw in the towel.
Just off all of us. End our suffering, kid.
There's too many Ratatas, kid. You'll never make it.
Hey, wasn't one of the first things we fought in here like a Golbat? With his creepy Gen 1 spray?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did not put music here. Oops! I think speed up music was supposed to be here.
You didn't need to. There's already just...
Yeah,
Oh, boy. Just the dulcet tones of Gen 1.
Yeah. Oops. Now our voices will be the only things people remember.
Oh, God. Now that's a fate worse than death right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here I think this might be the last of the four brothers. But he finally differentiated what he has. It's like, oh, it's not a poison mon. Oh boy, it's different.
What if, like, in the post game, you meet Giovanni at the top of the waterfall, and then you beat him, and he's like, "You've defeated me once again. I must share my dark secret with you.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually the fifth of the four Rocket Brothers."
He's the fifth child in a family of four.
Oh man. Well, no wonder he's a criminal.
He
Yeah.
was adopted.
Giovanni was adopted. You know how hard it is to be an Italian family in Japan? Not hard. There's noodles everywhere.
He could be... Oh, wait, no, his name is Giovanni. Never mind. I was gonna say he could be like a Yakuza boss.
Wasn't that kind of what they were going for? Well, I guess with the, okay,
Well, yeah, but why did they give him an Italian name?
yeah. Is that his name in Japan as well?
No, I don't think so.
So- 'cause
I'm
that's-
guessing they were probably
I'm
just like,
Giovanni-san.
people in the U.S. know what the mafia is, but not the Yakuza.
Oh, yeah.
Yakuza.
Because
So I
Yakuza
left-
hadn't been released to here yet.
I left the end of that trainer battle in because he says something that makes no sense. He said, "You traitor." When did Red join Team Rocket?
Okay, backpedal a bit. Where are we getting this from?
That Rocket grunt when I defeated him.
No,
He said-
I was posing that question to him. Like,
Yeah.
maybe it's the guy from Nugget Bridge.
Oh. Maybe.
Like, maybe you just clobbered him senseless so much so that he forgot what happened and thought that he, like, recruited somebody else to Team Rocket. And so you show up here at Silphco and he's like, "Hey, buddy, how you been?"
Team Rocket recruiting is kind of like it's kind of like canvassing for a political campaign. You have to have so many signatures or you don't get paid. So he made you sign it. He made you sign the paper after you got the nugget, and then he's like, "Hey, you want to join Team Rocket?" It's like, what? It's official business.
Fine, I'll let you go free, but not until you sign this form.
It's like, please, I need the paycheck.
Aw. Man, Giovanni runs a tough bargain.
Yeah. I wonder if that was his deal. He was actually running for mayor of Kanto, or like governor of Kanto.
That guy on the bridge, just that nothing Nugget Bridge guy.
Yeah. It all hinged on his success.
Do you think Team Rocket's just like a pyramid scheme?
It makes sense.
Well, Dan, as you can clearly see, they're in an office building and not a pyramid. So I think your logic is a bit faulty.
Rectangular scheme. That's a title. That's a title.
Giovanni's rectangle scheme.
Sounds like something you'd buy on the
There's
seen on TV
2,
channel.
3, 4 awesome sides.
3 awesome duck trios for free if you order now.
Unfortunately, it did not have 8 awesome angles, so...
Aww.
Giovanni's got like... he's got this pyramid at his office telling everyone that's a pyramid scheme. But the real truth, you turn over the pyramid, what's on the bottom? A rectangle.
Look at the rectangles! Look at the rectangles!
Giovanni, what have you done?
It's actually kind of a lopsided pyramid. Because the base is a rectangle, not a square.
Yeah, it's kind of like slanting to the side.
Wait, aren't all squares rectangles?
Yes, actually.
That's Team Rocket's. That's Giovanni's like end game. He just wants to build. He just wants to demolish the entire Kanto region. Just build a giant pyramid on top of it.
You know what?
Giovanni is the reason that the map is tile based.
So that he can be the pharaoh of Kanto.
He wants to build that. He wants to build that Megazord from one of the early Power Rangers. That was just a giant pyramid mech.
I unfortunately missed out on Power Rangers, but I'll have to take your word for it.
I think I shared it in our group chat a couple of weeks ago. I think his name was like Pyramidas or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
Pyramidas?
Yeah, Pyramidas, yeah.
Pyramidas.
He's just like a pyramid with a little face.
Oh,
yeah.
my Lord.
Derpy little like nub stub arms. I love that stuff. And,
How do they sell toys of some of those things?
Okay, here's the thing. You sell toys that are accessory toys to the other ones. Like there was also that.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna butcher this. The Brachiosaurus Megazord. I got it right. It's not Brontosaurus. It's Brachiosaurus.
Oh, was that Thunder?
I think
TM26.
it's better.
Oh, Earthquake, even better.
Yeah, we're learning that.
God.
I had a little moment of celebration of like, yes, I found it.
You use Earthquake and Self-Destruct to topple Silphco.
Trey, you should have put like webcam footage in here of yourself like dancing around.
Woo! I may put a GIF in the corner of something similar.
Well, you better put something because this is going on for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it'll just be Big Sheep again. It'll just be Wooloo taking over.
So let me ask you this, Trey. When Snorlax goes out to get his mail, does it measure on the Richter scale?
Only if he falls over.
I guess.
We have to put the mailbox really close to him so that doesn't happen a lot.
Really close to his lazy boy.
Yeah.
Just kind of reach over.
Boy. Oh, I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah.
Don't give up. I like how one lady's like, here, blow the place up. And this lady's like, don't give up, meekly.
They're like the little angel and devil on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Don't give up on us. Kill them all, precious.
Hey, I think he's lying to you. No, wait. He can do that.
I got 3 good reasons why you should just walk away. Number 1, look at that guy. He's got that sissy stringy music thing.
It's a harp. We've been
And that's a dress.
Oof.
2, look what I can do. You know, it doesn't really work without a visual, but you know.
How much different would Lord of the Rings be if Gollum just had like the Kronk angel and devil on his shoulders?
Who's that?
How much different would Lord of the Rings be if Gollum just had the little Kronk angel and devil on his shoulders?
I mean, he kind of
still Kronk. Like animated Kronk.
Yeah, it's just the Kronks, but like with Gollum.
Yeah,
Christmas
the
with
Emperor's
the Kronks.
The Emperor's New Groove was actually inspired by The Hobbit, which featured mini Kronks. Oh god.
Well, wasn't Gollum pretty much both of those people already? Because he has that scene in The Two Towers where he's talking with himself.
Yeah. Gollum and Smeagol.
Yeah.
Gollum and Smeagol is pretty much just like if you have the shoulder angel and devils, but no shoulders for them to be on.
Yeah.
They just exist.
They just have to fight over the same body.
Yeah.
They're
Gollum
the original
and
Odd Couple.
Gollum and Smeagol running through the forest. There. That's as far as that song goes.
Oodalali, golly, what a 9-hour trilogy.
Hey, it's like 12 hours if you get the extended editions.
Oh, well, who does that? Who has time for that? Who has time to waste that much time watching something?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Kept You Waiting himself. It's
Yeah.
Trainer Blue.
Great. Is this our first time running into him since Pokemon Tower?
Yeah, there's a long period where you don't see him.
Yeah, it's kind of been a while. And I'm guessing you're high enough level to this... Oh, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, he's
good.
a big level spike from the Rocket Grunts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely, quote-unquote, a gear check.
Oh, boy.
What's he doing?
Running
here,
it into the ground.
Yeah. Honestly, I think he's probably tougher than Giovanni, because Giovanni still has kind of like a... I don't know, he's kind of a pretty basic team.
Well, then why doesn't he take care of it?
I don't know. Maybe he got stuck here.
I guess judging by the outcome of this battle, you're the better trainer, but like...
Yeah.
What's he doing? Just like screwing around in here?
Here's his problem. He hasn't evolved this Execute yet. It's more than past time to evolve that thing.
By the way, Red, you haven't
that,
happened upon a leaf stone yet, have you?
No.
Whoa.
I imagine that you and Blue are like both on the same Pokemon quest to like, you know, get all the badges and become the champion and stuff. But like all this Team Rocket stuff and the Pokemon Tower and all that are also like part of, they're like prepackaged into the quest.
Well,
It's
yeah.
not like, oh yeah, you just happen to run into Team Rocket doing stuff. It's like, no, this is like a theme park ride.
Yeah.
Where you've got to like go through every like would-be champion has to go through the Team Rocket stuff as well.
Except in this case, when the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates do eat the tourists.
So, Team Rocket, they're like paid actors. They're like... they're part of some big AR, like augmented reality scheme that's part of the journey.
I mean, Dan, it might sound crazy, but that would make a degree of sense. Because, as I understand it, in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, a lot of these same events occur like exactly as they did in these games, and those are supposed to be like sequels and not just straight up remakes. So
that makes a lot of sense.
This is actually like,
it's all a sham.
all right, so here's my theory. This is the original. You know, like Red goes to become a Pokemon champion. He runs into Team Rocket and all this other stuff. Saves the day.
The actual historical events.
The future Pokemon games are like, they're like Metal Gear Solid 2, where there's like the Elite Four are like orchestrating everything and like trying to they're like putting new trainers through the same events but like slightly altered to like create the ultimate trainers or something.
So that's why Red left, because he's like, they're just
and then Red
imitations.
goes off to live in the mountains. Red is the Pliskin of this of like the Pokemon Gold.
I'm trying to figure out in my head what the Pokemon version of the Lolly-Lulelo would be. Something with Elite Four in it. I don't know. Commenters, if you have any ideas of how to fulfill my dumb joke.
Elite Four.
Oh, for a second I didn't realize he was going for the teleport. I was like, dude, that's a wall.
He just
the bottom
through the wall.
The bottom of the screen is that way.
He tries to bonk, like glitch through the walls to get out of here.
Well, yeah, Dan, he goes through the wall because he's part of the simulation.
Yeah. This is all VR training.
Well...
Who's the glitchy colonel, though? Oak?
You can't ride your bike indoors.
After all, this is a type of role-playing game.
Yeah. Well, we've reached nearly the top of the tower. We found our rival and found him lacking. So next time we're going to take on the true boss of... I almost said the Elite Four. The Silphco.
Solid as Sylph.
Sylph Snake. All right, I got nothing else. Bye all.